Welcome to Section 420, Talkin Yankees, the podcast. Well, it looks like the 2023 Yankees are starting to wave the White Sox flag, wave the white flag, drop a miserable series to the Chicago White Sox, losing 2 out of 3 games, and just getting off on the wrong foot on this road trip, which is supposed to be at least, the momentum builder to like make a run at the wild card here, but it just so many problems with this team right now. Severino with another dud there, lack of offense, the same old, same old. So get into all that, but make sure you subscribe. So if you're first time listening, look for a follow or subscribe button, get notified when new content goes up along the rest of the season, get these wrap-ups and other cool stuff exclusive for you podcast subscribers. And just this week, drop the latest YouTube episode. So if you want to check out the YouTube channel there, we're going to hurt to subscribe there as well. You'll see a thumbnail, the latest video with me with a handbasket on my head, just kind of how this team has gone to hell in a handbasket. And this White Sox series kind of was a contribute factor to that. So the Yankees, after that kind of this miserable homestand at home, which, and I kind of got a little bit more in the YouTube episode, that I think that was sort of Custard's last stand, dropping 2 out of 3 to Tampa and then, going 2 games apiece against Houston there. And of course, in the final game, losing Rondon, which then we found out, which I kind of said would be the end of the season, that he had to go on the IL for 15 days. And it's just, all right, which means he's done for August. And now you have 1 month of this mishmash starting rotation, which after Cole, I know Schmidt's been doing well, but it's not enough to really make a legitimate run here and, go anywhere, significantly in postseason. In fact, right now, it just looks like they're not going to get the wild card. They're like 5-6 games out of that, which is supposed to be somewhat of a guarantee. So teams really struggle right now. And of course, the first game, it's going to be symbolic. I'm sure you saw the Boone image. Getting into argument with Lance Diaz there in the 8th inning, kind of doing the mock third called strike there, and it's that stupid look on his face, and it's just, that just sums it all up really, just how the season's gone and how it is right now. And I dove a little bit more into that in the YouTube video, so if you want to get into that, but just the point of the season right now, I know Boone's done this kind of his thing to get thrown out of the game and have a little antics, okay, haha, it's like the 7th, 8th time he's done this season. But at this point where like the season's on the brink to do that, it's like this bad timing. It's just, and I'm not saying, don't fire him and don't bring him back next year. It has nothing to do with that. It's just read the room. It's just not the right time to get into. You want to argue. I understand the teams will, I think they were, losing 2-1 at the time, and the offense was just kind of dead, cold through, a decent enough game, but of course, wasted effort by him, and maybe want to fire your team up a little bit. I understand they're late in the game. So yeah, managers do it all the time. They've always been doing that, but keep it to a certain point. You want to throw your F-bombs, get thrown out, fine, we get it. But then the theatrics afterwards and just total market of things, it's just bad idea, bad look for Boone. And again, I want to check out the YouTube episode, I kind of get more into that. But the series itself, this is a dud. They dropped the first game again. It was close until the end there, and then White Sox scored 3 in the bottom of the 8th, and that kind of put it away. So again, you start off with a 5-1 stinker. Now they came back in the second game. Wowie, okay, they actually scored some runs. Got a good start by Schmidt. Again, he's one of the bright spots of the Yankee rotation other than Cole this season. And of the offense clicked in. You got another home run by Judge. Good to see him. That's because his second home run since coming back. And you take the second game there, and Loaiza getting his action back with the team to close it out there, and a nice satisfying 7-1 win. Like, all right. Little bounce, little bounce back to normalville. But then it comes to the third game, and I don't think this would have made a difference anyway. Now, the Yankees kind of got a little cute. Now, Severino didn't start the game, but I guess I like the idea actually of, hey, look, we've seen him. He gets messed up in the first inning, so maybe during the warm-ups, and maybe there's too much going in his head. Maybe it's easier for him just to come out of the bullpen. We're not thinking, you're just throwing strikes and doing your stuff. So look, I like the idea. I like the thinking. So they used Ian Hamilton as a spot starter there for the first inning. And then had Severino come in the second, and unfortunately it was the same result. Got battered around, giving up 4 runs and 5 hits across 2 innings of work there. So it looked like even coming out of the bullpen doesn't help him. And then the Yankee offense really did nothing much against Mike Clevenger. Stan had another home run, wowie, late in the game. And then again, Yankees, just like the first game, go quietly away 9-2. And dropped 2 out of 3 against a White Sox team that's like 20 games under 500. And over the past month and a half, how many games against inferior teams with inferior schedules that the Yankees had? The Yankees could actually be in the running of the AL East. Forget about the wild card if they get to win those winnable games. But these organizations, they should be beaten, but they can't. And I think the last series they won was like the 3-game sweep against the Royals at home, which the Yankees made such a big deal about. And then, wow, we beat the Royals. So again, wasted opportunity for the Yankees. And just things are falling apart right now. DJ needed to be scratched late in the game for a calf issue. And again, I kind of did the deep dive of him in the YouTube episode, so you definitely want to check that out. Again, I think his foot's still bothering him, but maybe it's the calf. It's just this guy, they're all just beat up and injured. It's just Severino's looking bad, obviously. I just think he bounces way out of the rotation. Maybe, you have to go with Randy Vasquez next time around. And of course, I'm not going to stretch it out here, but David Garcia to make room for Jonathan Loaiza. David Garcia needed to be designated for assignment. So he's off the 40-man roster, put on waivers. Check out the YouTube episode, kind of give my post-mortem on him. Never really got a big, fair shot with the organization, but I guess, if he was inconsistent in the minors and stuff, and they never I don't think he would have been much better up here, but hey, look, whatever. We've seen these mix of guys with Randy Vasquez, Brito, David Garcia. Of all of them, I guess Randy Vasquez seems the most promising right now. So I guess of all of them, I guess they figured to go with him long term. And so now Garcia will be put on wires, and again, 24 years old, still has the stuff, didn't really pan out the way we should. So he should probably find a home, you think. So someone will take a shot at him somewhere. So that's the postmortem on that. So again, that's the episode. Like I say, it's over for the season, but when you look at things, we're right now in double digits in terms of a date in August. So you have 20 days left in August, and then you have a whole month. And do you see anything from this team that looks like they're going to go on a run? Bowers is, probably the Yankees' most consistent hitter at this point. But again, overall, do you see a team scoring a lot of runs and being fiery and, look like they're hungry and they're dying to win and, stealing bases left and right? And, you don't get that from the team. There's definitely sleepwalking the way through and just, all right, Stanton hits your home run once in a while, and that's sad. And bullpen is somewhat reliable, but you're just not getting enough from this offense. I just don't see anything from them right now that they're going to go on a serious run. And now you got the Marlins, who are about more the same boat as the Yankees in terms of team-wise. But then after that, you got the Braves, which might be the best team in baseball. So Yankees are probably going to take one on the chin and probably in both these series. Again, Yankees are on the road for both. Again, you don't see anything from them that they're going to have a flicker of life to show there. And I don't know how you do that with now Rendon out on the 15-day IL, which is going to turn it's like 20, 30 days because that's still the way it always is with the Yankees and these injuries. So that's a road trip, not getting off to a good start. We'll see. Maybe they surprise us in Miami. Catch you next time.